Today I am chatting to the incredible Erock Caldarone, who is also known as Erock, from the ESP Stand 2014. Welcome to Guitar Gods and Masterpieces.
It's great to be here.
You have introduced a very cool concept by metalizing songs from all sorts of genres into shred masterpieces. How did this come about?
Well, it originally was a dare from college. A lot of my college friends were busting my balls to kind of do my own cover of something, because I've always been a fan of covers. Like in every set list, in the bands I was in, there was always covers in there, just because I just love playing covers. And it was in college, put a video on YouTube, blah, blah, blah. And at the time, YouTube was just sort of taking off, and I thought it was not conceited, but I thought it was wrong to put on YouTube videos, because it was more like I got the vibe of, hey, look what I can do, rather than, you know, it's a video for fun. So I did one video to shut them up and put it on there, and, you know, got hits like all starting YouTubers get. It had like 125 hits, and what happened was people were commenting requests, so I continued to do requests for about 9 videos, and then I did a Lady Gaga song, and that's what sort of gave it the jump start. That was the one that I woke up the next morning and I thought the view count was wrong. I thought it screwed up. And it was actually the first YouTube hit. So, and then after that, it was just so fun that I've never stopped, and, you know, for some stupid reason, it keeps on growing, so.
And what figures were those on the first day?
First day, it was 125,000 hits, which, you know, to a not very well-known YouTuber, you know, that's like 100 million, because my heart was beating like it was Christmas morning.
I believe you also completed a degree in orchestration from Berkeley.
I did.
Has that given you the foundation to metalize all your songs?
In parts, totally, because some of my favorites to do are movie scores, and they kind of gave me like the edge to open up the actual score of a movie, like Superman, for instance, which has something crazy like 88 instruments in the orchestra, and it kind of gave me the ability to look at the score and, you know, read it and kind of determine what would work guitar-wise out of the song. So
there seems to be no limit to what you will choose. What has been the most difficult to metalize?
Benny Hill was the beginning of it was a little tricky, just because, you know, it's a saxophone, a muted saxophone, but it was one of those ones that once you got the hang of it, it was very bouncy and bubbly, and, you know, it just got too fun to play. Some of the tricky ones were like a lot of the John Williams scores I do, like Superman, again, for instance, was one of those ones, just because the harmonies are so weird. Even Bohemian Rhapsody was hard because it was changing vocals to guitar, and, you know, according to my schooling, a lot of Freddie Mercury's harmony choices should not work, and they do. So that was one of those ones where, you know, it was hard, and it was one of those, a couple of songs have kind of been in the back of my mind, like, should I really be doing this? Because in my opinion, Bohemian Rhapsody was such a perfect song that it shouldn't even be touched. But, you know, gave it a chance, and I think it came out kind of nice.
Was there some sort of in-joke when you break into Iron Maiden's Run to the Hills in the middle of the Benny Hill track?
Okay, I have a lot of, in my opinion, cheesy, clever songs inside songs. That one would be, I like to kind of mix and match the titles of the songs and the titles of the band / song. So in this case it was Benny Hill, and in that case it was Run to the Hills, so I kind of call that song Run to the Benny Hills. And Another one is Captain Howdy is in the middle of The Exorcist by Twisted Sister. And a lot of people think, why is Twisted Sister in the middle of The Exorcist? Because that's what she calls the demon in The Exorcist, is Captain Howdy. She keeps on talking to Captain Howdy. And but then there's some kind of far-fetched ones. Like I did Killer Instinct meets Metal, and I put Painkiller inside it by Judas Priest. So I call that one Painkiller Instinct. So just kind of one of those. So stupid, but I get a kick out of them, and when it finally, rings with someone else, that makes it that much more funny.
You have built up a huge YouTube following. How many subscribers are you up to now? And can you tell the viewers your YouTube channel name?
I believe, my YouTube channel name is 331 Erock. I believe it's an estimate. I believe it's up to 720,000 subscribers. Which I was happy with 400, but we'll take it.
Where does that place you within the guitar music channels?
That's a great question. I know there's, I think, 19 million YouTube channels. And according to the stats, I believe I am number 840 on the subscribers list. So, in the first couple thousand. So we'll take it.
So compared to the other music artists, where do you fit in numbers-wise?
Well, I am subscribed to Metallica, and Metallica, I believe, has 736,000 subscribers. So I'm a little below them, which, if this was real life, if I was ranked a little below Metallica in reality rather than on YouTube, that'd be awesome. So I'm just as pumped as if it was reality, instead of internet life.
Gangnam Style has had 4.5 million hits. What is your most watched track, and how many views is it up to now?
It is that one. I believe that's up to 5.2 million, I believe. It's funny because most of the popular ones are the pop songs, because that's what's in these days. So, yeah.
What has been the most views for any song in one single day?
I believe that was the Super Mario Brothers. I believe that was 1 million in a day, the reason being was, I guess YouTube got a whiff of it, and they decided to post it on the front page of YouTube itself. So it didn't matter who your subscriber or who you were subscribed to or what videos you watched. Is when you logged onto YouTube, it was automatically on it. So, thanks, YouTube.